like the best business radio program around. We got a friend of the family, Vanessa Terry, is back.
Hey.
She is a sponsor of the Business Solutions Summit right here. She is rocking her gear. I like that. I like the gear. Alrighty, really quickly for the 8 people who do not know who you are. Let's go ahead and because you got some new credentials and accolades, and all we do is win. Oh, I don't have my music. All we do is win.
All we do is
win.
Come through with
That's
the music.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I got walk up music too. So mine is
You
the
do?
champ is here. The champ is here. Okay, okay, and you clearly have an entrance unlike anyone else. You came in like that. Let folks know who you are and what you do, and then we're going to talk real quickly about. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
That's cool. We're going to make it shake.
Yes.
So my name is Vanessa Terry, and I own 3 companies: Notary to Notary, On Time Notary, I Notarize. We're everything notary. So we train notaries, we dispatch notaries, we create notary software. I Notarize is an e-notary platform, and we are all things notary.
You are all things notary. I remember the first time I heard, if people don't think brands work, that's our first thing. I'm like, who's this notary lady? And then we're at the Common House. Shout out to the Common House. That's where magic happens there. And I meet you there. And you're doing things that most people know a notary is just a person who signs off on it. They don't understand the business side of it because you're talking the business side of it and you're making people stop and go,
Yeah, teaching people how to actually build a sustainable business as an individual notary or having notaries work underneath you. So we're actually how to actually set up signing services. So actually scaling companies, growing them, doing notary work.
And so when we talked last year, a lot has changed in the notary business, where before a notary had to be on site, putting eyeballs on it. That's old school now.
Yeah, it's almost gone. It's still here, but it's dwindling away.
Okay, so for the folks out there who don't understand what that means, how does that happen as a notary?
So traditionally, you would meet somebody, you would show them your ID, and you would sign, and then we would notarize.
Yes.
Now what we're doing is e-notary. So it's where we hop on like a video session similar to FaceTime. We're not going to do it on FaceTime, but like a video session, and you click to sign, like how you use like DocuSign.
Okay.
And then I click to notarize, and everything's done really quickly, like within 5-10 minutes. You're done.
So I have to prove. You had said I have to prove who I am on my end. The other person has to prove who they are on their end, and all of a sudden those two go together and you're able to notarize the same way as if we're all in the same location.
Exactly.
Man, I should have thought that one up.
Yeah.
I thought that's a smooth move right there. All righty, okay. I'm just on the mic with Mike. Mike is here. Vanessa's here. She's out there doing some really big things. I'm minding my business. I see, and we had talked about your social media game.
Yes.
And it's fire. It's straight up fire. And then I see you standing there and you have gotten some accolades recently.
I did.
Yes. Okay, let's drop that on our listeners because I'm clearly the best business radio program around. But people don't show up to break news here. I got to look at it out there on the internet like everybody else because they didn't get the memo that this is the best business radio program around. I see you with a distinction that says you are what?
I am Forbes listed. So yes, last year I made the Forbes Next 1000 list. So it's a list of entrepreneurs to look out for. So we are changing the way that people work. We're changing the scope. We're giving people like new ways to think about work, new ways to generate income. And so Forbes said, Vanessa, you qualify. Get on in this list.
Get on this list right here. See, on the mic with Mike, you're on the video right here. The way as a journalist, you get people, you track them down, you run their folks down. So I see your people leaving. I'm shouting you out saying, yo, you're not leaving, are you? And this is in the middle of an interview. There's no decorum here. This is not 60 minutes or nothing.
No.
I see you leaving. I'm going to shout you out. Yo, come on 1 second. We got to talk. Forbes Listed is who you are. What does that mean for your business?
Number 1. Yes, we are number 1 nationwide. We were taking over. And it's really we just love helping people. You know, like the Forbes, of course, gives that extra stage.
That credibility.
Yeah. So it gives us that extra, leap forward. But we're just excited. This is going to be a great year.
So when you put that out there, the Forbes list, What happened to your social media? What did people start doing all of a sudden?
DMing me.
Of course.
Like my DMs are full and I love it. I love all of you guys. It's just really hard for me to respond to every single one of you, but I'm working on it. But yeah, there's lots of DMs. A lot of people want like advice and can you help me? I'm super, happy for you. Congratulations. But yeah, it's a lot. So it kind of exploded.
Right. Now, I tell people I am the LeBron James of recruiting for business. I get the best and the brightest. What have I been on you about? You need to come on here and join this team.
I know.
And tell everybody how this is done.
You're
I got
right.
a list of rock stars.
I know.
Because
I'm gonna do it.
you know what it does? It puts you in a position where all of a sudden you're a radio person. People see me as a radio personality because we're talking about business. It's not so much the X's and O's. People want to know, how did she do this thing? I see you chilling at the common house. You got your little computer there. I'm old school, so it takes a lot to put stuff together. You got to have a team. I see you at the common house, laid back. I'm like, oh, you're the notary lady. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're my kid. Okay, so that's how that happens. Next thing I know, here, big things are happening. I asked you before, how do you make magic happen? You're sitting at home like, I'm going to do something. You're going to be a notary. I'm looking around like, okay, there's a bazillion notaries, but there ain't no notary to notary like you. How you make that happen?
That's drive. It's vision. It's vision. I think it really starts with self-development and then setting like extreme goals. Like I set really big goals for myself and then very conscious of who I hang around, very conscious of what I listen to. And then I just execute heavily, like massive execution all day. Shout out to Eric Thomas. Shout out to Eric Thomas.
Hey, do you know Shelly Shelton? She is one of Eric Thomas's speakers.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
So Shelly Shelton comes on the program. She wrote a book, and we're working with them. We're shouting out Tyler Perry every couple of weeks because it's just like she's on the program. She's one of ET's speakers, and she goes around on his platform. I'll connect you with her, and and that way, because I asked her how did she get to be one of his speakers, because she has a dynamic story. She's out there pushing a series of books. Shout out to Shelly Shelton with Chandler is a series of books that she has out there. So alrighty, how can people find Notary to Notary and all the things that you're doing?
On every social media platform, for the most part, at Notary, #2 Notary. So Notary to Notary, or go to notarytonotary.com and you can find us there.
Okay, what's it mean to be a sponsor of this event today that we're here at?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I think it was awesome because we had to meet so many people. They all came to the table. A lot of people they're really confused. Like, wait, about what notary is. And so
they all had that look like I had, like, what? Like, what are they doing over there?
Yeah, a lot of them had no idea what e-notary was. So it was an opportunity to educate, especially business owners. Like it can definitely, it's very cost effective. It helps you. You don't have to, leave. It's cheaper. Yeah, so it was definitely.
So real quick elevator pitch to business owners for e-notary. What does that do?
So e-notary allows you to still get your documentation notarized, but instead of having a notary come to you, you simply submit a request online and it's done within about 5 minutes. And it's at typically like half the cost of what it would cost you to get an actual body in your establishment. Plus it's 24 hours and we do it worldwide. So you do not have to be in America. You could be anywhere in the world.
And there's only one name to call to do that. And what's that name?
Notary to Notary.
There you go. I rock with the best on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. That's what success looks like. I'm straight up. Now, I look at you and I'm like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. On the mic with Mike, we got to run. I always say the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So this is part of the On the Mic with Mike Business Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 5.